twice in the final in Ahmedabad, and they'll wake their opponents. But can South Africa's bowling lineup put something special together? Obviously does not bring all of that into it, those mind games. At the moment, New Zealand have to feel comfortable with this chase at this ground.
It all comes down to the power play. The first 6 overs feel as though the depth in the South African bowling attack, the pace, the different angles, the different skill sets that all the fast bowlers bring, combined with Keshav Maharaj, can get into this New Zealand middle order early. It's never easy chasing a total, particularly in a knockout, particularly in a World Cup semi-final. One of those South African players have been there before. They know what it takes to win a semi-final.
So I feel almost like a psychologist, don't you, when you say to the team, it's 170 they have to chase. If we field really well, we can make it 180. If we bowl really well, we can make it 190. If things go according to plan, we take a brilliant catch, all of a sudden we can have a massive impact. Because you've got to believe. You've got to believe that you've got the runs on the board. New Zealand, they'll be very happy chasing this. But they'll probably also look back and think, wow, we could have had a lot less. 77 for 5, we gave 2 catches that we dropped South Africa. Could have maybe only been chasing 140. As you mentioned, first 6 overs. Can you pick up wickets? Can you stop the scoring rate? Build the pressure.
Finn Allen were brilliant for New Zealand at the beginning of the tournament, particularly in India, where they really enjoyed the conditions. It's changed a little bit in Sri Lanka, but expect them to come out firing. Interesting for South Africa here, Sean. They're going to toss the ball to Van Jansen. The first time in the tournament he's taking the first over.
I think if watched what happened with New Zealand versus Sri Lanka, it was, the farmer got it to shake nicely. I think the plan might be for Marco Jansen to try and target those stumps and shape the ball back into them. He was most effective against New Zealand after that start. They brought him on, I think, in the 3rd or 4th over, and he was the one who got the breakthrough, so it was the extra bounce. But I'm interested to see what length he tries to hit, if he looks to shape it.
Well, he's starting off with long on in place, so that tells me straight away he's got one thing on his mind: pitch the ball up, try and swing it back in towards middle and off stump, particularly to Seifert. Ganalen's somebody who loves the left arm angle coming back into it, and he targets that long on and mid wicket area. Seifert, you can expose him if you get that ball to swing late.
That's what he's looking for. Straighten up a little bit on that left-hander.
You have to be so on point as a left arm. You can't offer up any width because the protection is not there on the offside. They've got the slip in place. That also makes sense with the bounce he extracts from the surface. If it just goes across rather than swinging, you can pound it out that edge and pick up a wicket in that fashion.
Short third's also a catcher in this situation. If the ball doesn't swing, how often do we see a left armer? Wonderfully played from Tim Seifert. Just leans on it. 4 runs.
You see where he was. There's a problem. He just cut across it. Just a touch. Maybe more of an outside edge, but the placement ended up being perfect for him. He's even off to a start.
The reaction from Markham. So, yeah, maybe you're in the game there. And Markham now feels it's time to make a slight change on the offside.
You have to think on your feet as a bowler. If it's not shaping, not feeling like you're going to swing it, have a word with the captain and say, okay, not maybe swinging as much as I want to be protection offside.
They're pretty hard. Where does South Africa go from here, do you think, Sean? Indian Giddy's been used a little differently depending on conditions.
I just think with the way these batters take their stance, get the ball to move up front. I think that's where they may be inside. I'd be surprised if Lungi's one who's been making the ball swing the most away from the right. He might be the one who also slow ball could be a good mix up for these two.
Nice, this is good.
Yeah.
Get a couple of
Right,
runs.
you've been in this video now.
I agree with you there, Polly. It is the one guy that can move the ball both ways. Predominantly tries to angle the ball back into the right-handers, but has the ability to just hit the seam and hold its line. What that does for a right-hander, particularly someone like Seifert who wants to stand leg side of the ball, just makes you search for the ball a fraction more. Gives you a slight bit of indecision.
They had catches in place, but it goes in between the two. 4 runs for New Zealand.
So what we're chatting about, the bounce and the angle going across the right hand every once in a while, it doesn't swing as much as you expect. That was attempted to shape in, just straightens as it pitches, finds that edge, but no joy for South Africa. Another bonus boundary for New Zealand.
Seifert hasn't found the middle of the bat yet, and he looks up and he's 10 off 5. It's a nice feeling as a batter.
Just falls short. Ryan Rickleton doing the fielding. He'll end the first. It's 11 with the Outlaws.
The extra bounce. When you're searching for swing, often the ball that goes across the right-hander is the danger ball. Doesn't quite carry. South Africa would have loved that.
Levin is on the board for New Zealand. We're talking about where does South Africa go from here. They start with Janssen, who for the first time in the tournament bowls the first over. Now Kagiso Rabada is throwing the ball. Of course, interested to see where they go at the other end too. Keshav Maharaj himself has only bowled 1 over in the power play in the tournament. He doesn't often bowl in the power play. Saw the spin do well for New Zealand. What length does he bowl?
He's usually back of a length. He usually whacks it into the surface, which could be quite dangerous to these two batters. They love to play the pull shot and whack the ball over the inner ring. But he was full of confidence in his last game, KG, so he'll probably feel a little bit better about his performance, and did get the odd one just to nip away from the right-hander.
Up it goes. Fielders look at each other. Quinton de Kock calls for it. He has to make a long way. Can't quite get there. There was conversation to the two fielders in Brevis and de Kock as to whose catch it was. Brevis had a much shorter distance to cover.
That's the length I was talking about. That's the shot I was anticipating. Up in the air, Quinton de Kock was the one who said no. Initially, he was looking down to find leg, and then he decided, no, that's mine. That was when he said, no, leave it to me. He just kept going away from him. In the end, didn't even get close to it. South Africa will have to leave in their luck. There's been a couple of edges that have fallen short. This one ends up in no man's land.
That'll be so frustrating for South Africa. Push through the gap.
There's barely enough space for that ball to get down there. It looks like it's in some control, but it's still flown off the outside edge from Finn Allen. He's facing his first ball. He was tentative. Didn't want to commit either forward or back to Rabada, but he gets 4. He's away.
As captain, you say, you guys have done brilliantly. His first 10 deliveries, you've been on point. You've created 4 opportunities, basically. This was the one that probably had the best chance of containing.
Went so high, hung in the air forever. Brevis, he only had a couple of yards to run in. You always say, the wicketkeeper thinks he can get there. He's the one with the gloves on. He called early. After an initial look, he called early and went for it. In the end, gets nowhere near it. That's a big miss for South Africa.
Another one falling short. You're someone who believes in luck. At the moment, you feel it is with New Zealand.
Last two deliveries of Nova, sometimes as a captain, what you say to your troops is be on the edge of the ring, and because it's these kind of players in South London, and they do like to give the whack. Keshavaraj was right on the edge. It also felt like it was in the air for eternity on the inner ring. Another one that doesn't go to hand.
Runs are still coming for New Zealand despite the chances that they are creating. South Africa's 19 without loss.
Beautiful covered line. He's found the gap. That'll run away for 4.
Send money like a pro with Remitly, the reliable, secure, and fast way to transfer money.
Sky Cinema presents the movie premiere of the week. This island was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park. We put ourselves in a place we don't belong.
Speaking of a few fans that have been following South Africa around India, she's got more of them than most, that's for sure. Another over for Matthew Jansen. What a lovely stroke that is. Full of confidence, straight down the ground.
Well, he was tentative in the first couple of balls that he faced, Finn Allen. This is a wonderful strike. Have a look at his balance here. He's not a big mover of his feet. That's where he wants it. He loves freeing his arms. As soon as that goes outside his eye line, he knows he can get a free swing of the bat through the ball there.
Lovely convo outside.
What?
Wonderful strike.
Have a lovely conversation with your father.
Marston to look out for Fiso Rabada, just away from 300 wickets in T20s. That will be hoping he probably picks up a few more than 2 tonight. Markram, who's one they've used in the power play. Good for him. South Africa confident that there was something on it. Quinton de Kock throwing the ball in the air usually isn't an indication there was something on it, but right now they're taking a long time to decide, and eventually Markram says, yep, let's have a look.
We have a play review for caught behind, original distance not out. I'll check the feet, it's a fair delivery, looking at the split spin now. Let's keep it rolling, please. Keep going, please. Okay, ball is close to the bat. Can we have a try, please? Keep going. Bat line. Keep it going. Let me see if it is touching the pads. Yes, it's off the back leg. I don't need ball tracking, it is way too high. I'll go back to Alex on field. Alex, you can stay with your decision. You're on screen now, you can signal not out.
Excellent decision on field by Alex Wolff.
You also get the feeling with all the balls dropping in the wrong areas and you're not able to get that breakthrough. South Africa were almost desperate for it to be the case. They were willing it to be an inside edge rather than anything else. They burnt one review.
This will give New Zealand so much confidence in this chase. They want to own this power play.
This is brilliantly played. It was all the first ball of the over, which was the real confidence. And this one's just as good in the execution. Into position early, changes the grip, gets into a strong position, just waits for it. It's very difficult for Marco Janssen with his high target the stumps. But it seems like quite a safe shot to play against and executed perfectly.
It's so short behind the wicket, anything on it, and that just flies away. It's good batting from Tim Seifert for a couple of reasons. One, he summed up that the ball is not swinging anymore. So that angle going across the right-hander, when he gets down in that position to play the scoop, he's actually providing a full face of the bat to the ball. So it's a relatively low-risk shot for a player like Seifert. As we see now, a change of angle from Marco Janssen. Around the wicket, trying to shut down the angle. Will he go really full, try and target the stumps?
That is wonderful to watch. Straight down the ground. He seems to have a real handle on the pace of the wicket.
It seems the wicket's getting better and better. Have a look at this shot. That is not a half volley by any stretch. That is a beautiful cricket shot. He holds the pose. The ability to hit that through the line on the up with the angle of Marco Janssen, the extra bounce that he gets from around the wicket, that's extraordinary. That is batting perfection. And it's forced another change. Long on goes back. Feels as though South Africa are following the ball at the moment.
37 on the board, yet to lose a wicket, New Zealand. Same stage, South Africa 22 for 2. Big difference. It's tough batting for South Africa up front. They lost Quinton off Ryan Rickleton early. Probably worked so well for New Zealand. Their plans were perfect. Plans were perfect. The execution was good as well. Time for Lungi Ngidi, one of the standout bowlers for the tournament. So much has been said about his slow balls. How early does he go to it? Afisa Rabada gets down but doesn't stop it clean. Just take the pace off it. Get 3. We haven't seen much of tonight.
We talked about how it was such an important 6 overs and New Zealand could almost set the innings up and break the back of the chase. Seems like they've done that. Here's the performances of the most wickets in the tournament. Skulkbake at the top is Rabani, and then Lungi Ngidi has been superb both up front in the power play and with his slow balls at the back end.
Africa now being very particular about how they're setting the field at the moment. And they decided to take the slip out, so now Beyonce goes into the offside. They have a strong offside field. Turning the strike over easily now, as well as the boundaries coming.
South Africa almost have to have a bit of a staggered field. They have to have someone close enough in there to try and execute a run out or something. They need a breakthrough, so they can't just stand back and wait for things to happen. Here's his tournament so far. Rested it in 2 games, I think, throughout the tournament. Maybe just the one.
So what can South Africa do here to change the momentum of the game? Aiden Markham tactically has been very, very good. Keshav Maharaj is a reluctant power play bowler, I would say. Just the one over this tournament. I guess there's been some really good batting surfaces in Ahmedabad and Delhi. But on field, he's the type of bowler because he's so cagey, he's got so many different options. He can be a real attacking option against Seifert and Allen. Left arm angle, we saw straight away Cole McConkey bowled the second over today and had a big impact on getting Quinton de Kock and Ryan Rickleton with left-handers early. So maybe it's a way for South Africa to just change the pace of the game, but also with an eye that that is a really attacking option as well.
The surface is probably holding a little bit more than both teams expected, so there might be a chance that you can't afford to wait till after the power play. You have to expose Maharaj in these first 6. 3 slower balls in a row from Lungengidi, and he's only just gone for the 1 run. That's been the trend of the tournament. It's been amazing because people have analysed him and watched the footage and knowing that it's coming, but to deal with it is still a challenge. There's the offside field for South Africa, no one back. They create a bit of a fence between every fielder.
A new way to play Lungengidi and the skill that he has in this power play. It's 48 without loss.
Love is the one thing we're capable of perceiving through time and space. Maybe we should trust that.
I love you, Lois. I should have told you that a long time ago.
Enjoy more of the latest blockbusters.
They get going, they're pretty hard to stop. We've seen that through the tournament. Now Aiden Markram is going to toss the ball back to Kagiso Rabada, but a change of ends for him. First over went for 8. He did create some opportunities within that over. They'll just go over the top. Agonisingly close yet again for South Africa. It's partnership passes 50.
There's a couple of threes already. It is the 6 from Finn Allen. He moves reasonably late. He doesn't telegraph the Lungengidi that he's going down for the lap. Just anything on it flies away. See how late he moves there? That's the key to that shot. If he goes too early, Ngidi would be able to adjust and take the pace right off the ball. Been brilliant batting from this partnership so far. Seifert out of the blocks quick. Finn Allen been starved of some strike comparatively. He's off to a flyer as well.
New Zealand have never beaten South Africa in a T20 World Cup match. They are in an excellent place at the moment to change that record against the Proteas. Just letting his partner know what Rabada is doing. And that bit of bounce he's getting in this power play. They know they need wickets in the power play. It hasn't happened yet for them. So Rabada just making a slight change to the leg side field. He's feels that things a bit squarer. Possibly a change on the offside. Just a short third now, Ryan Rickleton. That a few times today.
Aiden Markram's had to deal with quite a few deliveries. They've been smashed at him there at mid-off. This was at the break, just getting it back to the condition it was similar to at the start of the encounter. Just a small roller. That was a bit of a surprise for me. I thought they'd go for the heavier one. But it seems to have proved to be okay. Batting coach Ashwell Prince going to have a look.
Well, that's magnificent hitting. The power on display here at Eden Gardens by Seifert.
South Africa missed the trick here. They should have gone for Keshav Maharaj. You had to go for something completely different. It's too much of the same, and South Africa nailing it going. You just keep giving them deliveries to hit. It's the slow delivery, yes, but it's one that they can pick up pretty easily. Striking has been superb. 37 of 19, 21 of 9, 58 of 28, the partnership. They are breaking the back of this chase.
This pair brings up 400 runs together in the tournament. And it'll keep going for Seifert and Allen. They are breaking the back of the chase.
Front and back foot. It's the 1-2 punch, isn't it? First slow ball, pump down the ground. This one, back of a length. Just sits up. On the Seifert's in. He got a slice of luck early. Was it the ball that he skied that landed in the gap?
It's not coming for South Africa. 62 without loss.
All New Zealand. They bossed the power play with ball in hand, and now doing even better with bat in hand. It's this partnership of Allen and Seifert through the tournament. Off it goes again. It'll go all the way for 6. Just throws the hands at it. And it's a flat one that goes all the way.
He's just got such impeccable balance at the crease at the moment, Finn Allen. Just a little press of the bottom hand, but purposely lifting that up and over the field. Just such a complimentary opening partnership. South Africa continuing to go with the pace on. Certainly both of these players at the moment.
These two love the pace. Nobody will catch that. It's out the middle of the mat. 4 more.
Concerned faces. Finn Allen has been dominant.
Leave me alone. If you're in a video, don't
Back punching balls earlier in the power play. He's made the most with 11 balls faced so far. And you're contemplating off here Maharaj for a cheeky over. He's only bowled 1 over in the power play. That's against West Indies Army for 17. That's where there's apprehension.
Throw the bat. It's the final over of the power play. And with him on the front foot, they are not taking a backward step. 6-4-4.
It's a clear plan for New Zealand to say how many can they get off this last over. Just wonder if Finn Allen is slightly hanging back, knowing that Corbin Bosch loves to put it into that heavy length area and just hold his shape. A little bit of truth as well when you throw your hands at the ball.
That will go the distance too. Along the ground, it skims. And what an over this is. If they were dominating at the start of it, well on their way now.
New Zealand have outplanned and outgunned South Africa now. The attempt at pace off, missing his length. Finn Allen does what Finn Allen does. Make you pay. 80. Still 2 balls left in the power play.
Too good. Make that 22. There's still a ball to go.
Crazy. Fortune favors brave. Sometimes you feel everything goes in your favor. At this point, Finn Allen is getting his swing through. Allowing fortune to do the rest. A right smile for Corbin Bosch. 22 off his first 5.
It's a dot to finish. A monster of a power play. 84 without loss, New Zealand. It's time for a drink.
Vitality is here for your health. Whether that's getting you seen by Dr. Quickly, taking a closer look at things, or talking things over. That's what we like to see. Because at the end of the day, the most important thing is you. Just search Vitality Health Insurance.
And New Zealand fell agonizingly short. 2 runs short. Remember it at the back end. Dale Steyn with a couple of wickets and then that run out right at the end. South Africa will be hoping for exactly that here because this start tonight by New Zealand has been fabulous.
So much as a team, a batting unit, you say, how do we make the most of the power play? How do you break the back of a chase like this? Puts those waiting in the wings just a little bit more relaxed. They've just got about it slightly different ways. This is one opportunity that New Zealand presented and just unable to take that Quinton de Kock. We've seen a little bit of power down the ground by Finn Allen, but also the finesse behind the stumps. These two are great mates off the field. They love spending their time together. They're making the most out in the middle, as it is some of this hitting, Carlos.
It's been sensational. And the thing is, there's been a power play divided in 2. First couple overs, there were some chances for South Africa. They didn't take them. Maharaj not diving forward, Quinton de Kock and Brothers not making the mind up. Ever since then, it's been all New Zealand. They don't look as though they want to release that grip at all.
Righto, that's what they've done in the first part. The power play, 84 without loss. Looking back at the tournament, most successful opening pairs, Finn Allen, Tim Seifert, Quinton de Kock and Aiden Markram. It's the Allen and Seifert partnership that's turned up tonight. Surpassed what they've done in the tournament, average 69 and a run rate of just under 10 and a half. Here's Maharaj.
Interesting to see how New Zealand play now. I'd hate to see them go into a shell because it's close to a run a ball. Not saying because they defended that one. That's the first ball after timeout that's responsible.
That's the sort of spark and the energy you want in the circle. I do love that line to Tim Seifert. He loves to give himself space through that leg side to try and hit up and over the offside. Markram's in tight in that extra cover position.
Shot. Hit so hard.
Shows if you don't follow him enough, he only needs just a little bit of space to be able to clear the field.
Yeah, the stumps are moving. That's way too wide. You almost need to be aiming middle of leg stump.
Good as well. Looking to make some room.
Second highest power play in this World Cup. 84 without loss, and that's after India's 86 for 1 against Namibia, Mumbai. Second highest power play versus South Africa in all T20 World Cups. England 89 for 3 against them in Mumbai 2016. What a time to bring it up. Big occasion. All the news, the the gaze all on South Africa for how good they've been in the tournament. There's Seifert, fourth. They'll say peaking at the right time. Easy as you like, 7 off that one. 91 without loss.
Getting Tim Seifert in this New Zealand side has been probably the biggest difference, apart from the preparation for New Zealand for the 2024 World Cup, where they were eliminated in the group phase, finals. They come up against Afghanistan. Can't afford to see being inside Tim Seifert and put New Zealand in a position like this.
That's the equation. 79 from 78. Should do it from here. Oopsie. Oopsie. By the handle. That'd be an illustrator of the nerves, of the pressure, of all of it. The look. Doesn't quite get it. Then couldn't quite pick it up when he went back at it again.
Fielding so often tells you where your head is at as a person and as a team. The intensity, doing the little things and enjoying it, rifling back to the keeper, picking up a nice hop and a skip and throw. A little bit off it, South Africa.
Where is it? Over him. 50 up. For Tim Seifert. Just 28 balls. 6 4s and 2 6s. Well in charge.
Made such a point of difference for this New Zealand side. They're getting a little bit of fortune with those edges over the top, but it doesn't matter. Closing on another 100-run partnership. Well, boys, it's 100 days away before it's the Women's T20 World Cup in the UK. Edgbaston is hosting. I tell you what, I hope those girls don't win it. No offence, England. No, we're all not biased here, but what an occasion. And sounds like there's a heap of stadiums that are already sold out for that tournament. And dare I say, New Zealand are the defending champions as well. I'm really sorry about this, but South Africa, Australia, India in Group A, the group of death we're calling it. Well, I've just called it that right now. West Indies, England, New Zealand. Carlos, that's going to be a great battle as well. It's great to see the Netherlands back in the tournament, and Scotland as well, who are impressive in Dubai last year.
I thought it was an ICC promo, not a New Zealand women's team promo.
Shot. That'll be 4 more. It brings up 100 for New Zealand. The partnership goes on between Seifert and Allen. What a semi they're having.
He's reacted so well to the slower delivery. He's just held his shape long enough. Work that gap beautifully.
Oh, there's that slower ball. 103 without loss.
Probably have not seen this slow ball enough from Lungi and Gini. Just a change up something. It's been quite samey, and this is I'd say. The stock delivery, the wrist behind it, and the wrist slightly offset with the slow ball.
How difficult is this to pick up? When you see his stock delivery and then you see his slow delivery, where he rolls the fingers over it, it sort of pops out in a way. It's that top spinner comes out. They pretty much, as a batter, look exactly the same.
So welcome to semi-final number 1, South Africa take on New Zealand. Maharaj to bowl. Go through.
On its way.
And that'll be another 4 for New Zealand.
It is all too comfortable, really. It's just been New Zealand right from the start. Absolutely no answers from South Africa.
Another good 4. Alan, it's on 49 of 18 deliveries now. We need 63 from 71. And that'll be 50 for Alan. I think he's played really well to get to his half century.
Against South Africa in T20 World Cups.
So well done to Alan.
What a partnership this has been. He's been the aggressor. It's the joint fastest in this World Cup. And what a time for Seifert and Allen to turn it on.
So their partnership is now 50 of 19 deliveries now. Oh no, that's Finn Allen's got 50 of 19 deliveries. That's so much. That's gone quite hard. That's slipped away. But South Africa can't find a response because you see they're absolutely whacking it away. Maharaj is not quite happy with the way he's bowling. He's quite... Malcolm's not happy either.
Yeah, most runs by a pair.
They need 55 from 67 if they're going to get to the final.
The wicket they'd have been looking at, the partnership that they needed to break. South Africa, if they were to have any chance, having got just the 169. It rolls on, 14 off, 117 without loss.
One thing he's doing really
9
well
gone, New Zealand are 117 without loss.
So he hangs back in his crease, but he's even giving himself more room standing back, looking to press forward. That allows him just to pick up that length early, rock his weight back and be able to hit that and over the boundary rope. Something you know well, Carlos, here at this incredible venue.
We're back to Rabada, who's got no wicket for 22 runs off 2 overs. Gone! Rabada strikes for South Africa.
Lack of celebration suggests it's too little too late. But you never know, still 53 to get from here. Something to clutch onto for the South Africans. What a number.
It's South Africa.
And how often has Pahisa Rabada answered the call for
Rabada has broken the partnership at last. It's took. It's had to go for 58 to 33. It took South Africa 9.1. It took them 9.1 overs, but they finally breaking the partnership. 117 for 1. They need 53 from 65.
17 for 1. New Zealand going comfortably.
They're around there. Finish 53 from 65. We want to get to a World Cup.
Rachin Ravindra been in the runs, not gone at it helter-skelter, but has done enough in the tournament. South Africa's bowling's been so good through the tournament, you wouldn't expect that there'd be 100 partnership up front against them.
Don't mind that from Tim Seifert. Has got more value from the bail than he did from off the bat today. Almost. That back you touched on, Carlos, shows a bit of effort into this wicket. Maybe that couple of cracks, slight movement. It's been quite interesting actually when you look at how teams have gone against Rachin Ravindra, as they've actually looked to bowl a little bit wider to him. So those runs have actually been through the offside.
New Zealand need 52 from 63. We want to get to a World Cup final.
I guess that's where something like those slower deliveries that are wider that touched on Ngidi. Oh, it is quite crucial against a player like this top order for New Zealand.
You spoke about Ngidi slow balls and why they're so good. You just imagine Ngidi coming down, trying to get side on. You can only see the difference from side on, which the batter doesn't have the opportunity to get. And the only difference is side on, it goes by, pace on, and then it comes all the way down. And where he positions the ball in his hand as well.
Shot! Oh, wow. Timing for you. New to the crease, but the runs roll on.
Tempting slow ball, an off cutter from Rabada. Just standing, getting his weight through the shot. Beautiful. But fail we've seen before.
I'll try and ensure it doesn't get close. Must keep the pedal to the metal. 1-2-4 for 1.
Can Rory McIlroy get back-to-back wins at the Players' Championship? Watch it live on Sky Sports.
And they'll book their place in the final. It's such a disappointing campaign in 2024. Now they've come back so strongly this year. Winning the games that count. More of Bosch. His first over went for 22. Through it goes. New Zealand have made the gap finding look so easy.
It's a wonderful shot. He's walked to the crease and he's timed the pants off him. He's hit the ball in the middle of the bat from ball 1. He's raced to 10. It's not the biggest gap there at mid-wicket. It feels like it's a different wicket that New Zealand have batted on.
Yeah, it's been all New Zealand here in this chase. 128 of just their 10 overs. Opening partnership by Allen and Seifert. That was all brute, that was all damage. South Africa just weren't able to get back into the game. Fastest 50s in this World Cup. Allen right up there. 19 balls. Right moment, that's when the team would have wanted him.
It's interesting. You look on paper, the performance of South Africa through the tournament, undefeated. New Zealand never beaten South Africa in a T20 World Cup match as well. asking the players before the game about those records and how much that plays a factor. They say, well, it's a different game. So you've got to show up to date. And that's what New Zealand have done. They've done it so well. Shown up brilliantly. Played the situation well, conditions. Weren't overawed by the fact that they're in a knockout game. South Africa yet to taste defeat in this tournament and only lost that one match in 2024. It was in the final. And timing in the shot will get him a run.
It's probably the only ball there that he hasn't hit out the middle. And everything up until that point has been incredible from England. South Africans have tried what they can try, going their hard length. Fortunately, nothing. I'm sure there was a little bit of cramp or feeling a bit of pain. You'll want to keep going as long as possible with whatever's happening.
Right now, it looks like New Zealand will book a place in the final. Who will they be up against, though? It's India taking on England. Contrasting fortunes through the tournament in some ways. You could say England had some tight games. They ended up getting through. India losing just the one game to South Africa. That takes place in Mumbai at the Wankhede Stadium, 1 o'clock local time. And India defend their title. We've seen power from New Zealand all the way through this innings. And then knock it up and hold back now to 137 for 1.
For New Zealand's sake, you'd be hoping that this is just cramp from Finn Allen, but he hasn't put a foot wrong all night. Yep. As soon as he puts some weight on that leg, cramp sets in. Doesn't matter what you do or how far you hit it. That still can bring you to your knees.
33 is required. It looks like it's a little bit of cramp for Allen. It's certainly warm out there in the sense of being humid. They needed a good start. Always want a good start in the power play, Timber. And Seifert was just brilliant, wasn't he?
Yeah, both of them were incredible. I mean, the opening partnership was being destructive. That's exactly what they did. They just hit the ball everywhere, using the pace, hustling the ball past the bowler. Just never really gave South Africa a chance in that power play.
53 is required now for New Zealand. And obviously, this gets them a place in the final, but it'll do their confidence the world of good as well going into that final. To put together such a comprehensive performance in the field, they go through to a final, a team that is undefeated. On the other end, it was Finn Allen.
He didn't have much of the strike early, and he still hasn't. He's only faced the 25 balls in 11 overs. He has pumped the ball all around the ground. 6 fours, 5 sixes. He struck the ball so clean. You need a slice of luck. Anything that's been slightly overpitched, carved it away. Been creative. Wonderful, wonderful World Cup semi-final knock.
So at the moment, need 33 from 54. 33 from 54 for New Zealand. Same stage, South Africa 80 for 5. Completely different story between the two innings. South Africa battled in particular against the spin of New Zealand. New Zealand coming off playing games in Colombo. Felt that South Africa had the advantage having been in India. So New Zealand actually have been so much better. Look back on this day, it's great fondness, these two. They took the responsibility, as they've done through the tournament. Excellent partnership against UAE back on the 10th of February when they won by 10 wickets to undefeated. They plan to do the same here in a semi-final against South Africa. Completely different stories between the two. Africa nowhere near enough runs. Even with that half century from Marco Jansen, which just gave them that little lift towards the end of the innings, which you can see on those worms.
You can just see there on the worm as well. Anytime South Africa just started to wrestle back some momentum, some ascendancy, lose back-to-back wickets. It happened 3 times throughout the innings. It just robs all of your momentum. You can see the South Africans, they're almost shell-shocked. The way that Finn Allen and Tim Seifert got out of the blocks, go into the dugout at the halfway mark, you say, you know what, it's 170 in a World Cup semi-final. If things go our way, if we apply pressure early, been in this position before, we know what to do. And just put that to bed straight away. Maharaj back into the attack.
It's interesting to see how South Africa approach the day. They never seem to panic in games like against India, where they were 20 for 3, and obviously the crowd on India's side in Ahmedabad. 90,000 people chanting for India that day. They never panic, South Africa. Today, it just feels like a little bit of panic set in when they were batting.
That's what happens when you lose back-to-back wickets, like I was talking about. A new batter comes to the crease on the back of a couple of wickets. You just can't allow yourself to be free enough to capitalise on any mistakes that the New Zealand attack make. It's been the total opposite for New Zealand. 117 for the first wicket. And just 14 balls, 21 for this partnership. They get into a partnership quick.
Fielder was up in the inner ring, and in the end, with those practice pitches there, that will race away.
Yeah, not much wrong there by Keshav Maharaj, but unfortunately it's that day where everything seems to be going against your favor. New Zealand will want a power on here. I'm sure by now they can smell the win, they can smell themselves being in that final. Unfortunately for South Africa, it feels like it's more a matter of when.
This innings has been unbelievable. He's had just 4 dot balls in the 27 balls that he's faced, and he's up to 75.
That's not short from Maharaj. That's still hitting the top of leg stump. But it's the footwork, the depth of the crease that he uses to get back. And again, he won't get 4, but it's struck so crisply off the back foot. That's the end of the 12th. It's 149 for 1.
Tough day for South Africa. Yeah, that's pretty much what they've done. Watch the ball flying around Eden Gardens, but not off the bats of South Africans. It's been off the bat of the New Zealanders. They have played this perfectly. Playing on a different surface, it would seem, New Zealand. To give them so much credit as to how they've approached this. Coming from Sri Lanka, I've seen us go through the treble to get here. They played that shot a lot today. Both Allen and Seifert have done it well.
He's just toying with him now, Finn Allen. Fine leg up inside the circle. Jansen back into the attack. He says, right, might be cramping, so let's get this over and done with as quick as possible.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a flight to catch here, Finchy. He's just going and going. I think if I was him, I'd also keep going. Only 17 they need. Balls is not a factor. It's not a factor. Captain having a chat to his bowler. Tough conversation that I'm sure Captain Eden Markram and Marco Janssen are having. Milan looking at that strike rate, 195. It's a lot of impact, especially for a guy who comes in at the top of the order.
And especially since they've played a couple of games in Sri Lanka where the wickets haven't been as conducive to just walking out and bumping it from the start. A wonderful knock today, though.
The boundaries are flowing so easily, and after all the chat, it doesn't matter.
Sometimes you just have to shake your head and you say, we've been outplayed. That's almost perfect from Marco Janssen. He's tried to follow him, he's tried to tuck him up. One-handed, still finds the boundary. Now we're just 13 to get. 16 for 100. Can he manufacture it?
Here we go. First gone! Very, very high into the crowd. Allen is on 90 of 31. New Zealand needs 7 from 45 to get to the World Cup final. Great shot there.
And there's no mucking around from Finn Allen. He's hunting it into the
You can do one of
31. He's only going in 295. 7 sixes in
7 needed from 45 if they're going to get to Sunday's World Cup final.
The crowd has certainly been entertained. You think of wickets going. Marco Janssen, magnificent innings. Kristen Stubbs with a bit of action.
Oh, yes, please. What a shot from Allen again. New Zealand need 1 to win from 45. They're going to get to the World Cup final. What a shot from Allen again. I felt like so.
Put it up on a tee. And knock you down the ground. He goes to 96. Just the 1 run needed for victory. He's 1 boundary away from 100. It'll be a remarkable World Cup semi-final 100.
Yeah,
well, I didn't get to his 100.
It's been an incredible knock here from Allen. 1 run away from getting his team into the semi-finals.
New Zealand need 1 run from 44 if they're going to get to the World Cup final. It's 12.4 overs. Sif Allen. This is Allen.
These are his sixes. All flying all around the park. Pace seam was just his day today. 96 that is still not out on. Maybe coming for 32 goals. 300 strike rate. In the picture.
Here we go. He'll get 100!
In the World Cup ever for the men.
Finn Allen! He got his 100! And New Zealand have beaten South Africa by 9 wickets here today.
Yeah, you've got to be on your feet here at Eden Gardens for this. 100 NO with a strike rate of 303.03.
So New Zealand have qualified for the grand final on Sunday.
Remarkable knock.
So New Zealand have won by 9 wickets thanks to Finn Allen's 100 of 33 deliveries.
Yeah, there's a lot of long faces if you're a South African fan.
Have a look.
They're just absolutely stunned by what Finn Allen has produced today.
Look at the celebrations in the dugout from New Zealand and the fans around the world.
But they're in a World Cup final.
They will be playing in Sunday's World Cup final. There's Tom Latham in the dugout with his teammates celebrating that.
As much as you get from him. Phenomenal New Zealand. It's been absolutely clinical today.
They've got the job done here this evening. They've beaten South Africa's World Cup journeys over. Malcolm's side have been knocked out of the World Cup.
That's it. So it has been an evening of entertainment and an evening to remember for cricket lovers from that part of the world. The three little islands that are New Zealand versus South Africa, with all of that wrestling menace over the top of it. They really have been a juggernaut.
What are you
Unbeaten
doing?
so far. Not anymore. They've got to go
But
home. And these guys in black go into the finale. They're there on Sunday. Now
That's
they meet
first
India
chopping and not
or
bad.
England. Wow.
Shut him out.
Nick Santner, yeah, always very understated, Aaron Finch. But you'll see those little pearly whites, there they are. So a great vibe and feeling here at Eden Gardens. The toss went the way for Mitch Santner. And as Adam Markham said, I think, yeah, both sides looking to bowl first. A little bit of speed factor and helps slick up the pitch a little for sure. But that man, fastest men's T20 World Cup ever. 133 balls, striking at just over 300.
No, because we're not doing
10 fours
wrestling. We
and
can't
8
just do one and not the
sixes.
other.
And that partnership at the end there with Ravindra was
It was
56
incredible.
on
They
22.
got
And he lost a bit
themselves
in the stride, didn't he?
to a World Cup final.
Cypher got out of the blocks. Finn Allen just got in his slipstream and said, thanks very much. Doesn't matter what you produce to me today, I've got an answer. You won't see cleaner hitting. Once he got going, he was so destructive. Every now and then as an opposition,
it didn't work.
you just have to take your hat off and say, well played. You were too good on the day. We had no answers.
Yeah, 100%. Think about T20 franchise leagues around the globe. Finn Allen, seen him do it. Australia.
Says luck.
In the United States of late.
So New Zealand have qualified for the World Cup final on Sunday. They've got themselves there.
The men's ICC T20 World Cup 2026 at this iconic venue.
So let's have a look at what we saw today.
58 from 33 from Cypher, the only man to
Finn
go.
Allen
They put on 117
got 133 deliveries when he batted today.
Delighted to play second.
So New Zealand finished on 173 for 1 after 12.5 for bowlers.
Have 170 to chase and they chase.
The only bowler that got a wicket was the bowler. The rest are failed.
South Africa threw it. New Zealand, Finn Allen, Tim Cypher today. They had all the bases covered. It was just an absolute clinical chase. Their ability to put
New
a
Zealand
marker
won
down
by
and say,
9 wickets
this is our chase.
today.
We'll do this with ease.
Well, South Africa got 169 fighting eminence after their 20 overs. And it took New Zealand about 12.5 overs to chase down.
Alrighty, we're going to go down sideline and catch up with Pommy and Bum.
Right, time for the Player of the Match award, and it is Carlos Brathwaite, former captain of the West Indies, who's going to present it to Finn Allen for a quite magnificent century.
Well done, Finn Allen.
Not out of 33 balls, 10 fours, 8 sixes. A slouching strike rate of 303. Finn, that was magnificent. Is that the best you've ever put out?
Thank you. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty up there. Yeah, like I said, just wanted to get in good positions and put a good performance in for the team.
You and Tim walk out there each time and seem to go hell for leather. Tell me about the planning coming into this chase and the way that surface played.
Yeah, obviously we wanted to start looking straight and obviously try and put them on the back foot early. I think it's easy for me when Timmy's going like that. I can kind of just watch and hit it when it's in my area and then just try and give him the strike. So I think the way that he batted got us off to an absolute flyer. And yeah, I think like I said, we wanted to get strong positions, look straight and work the ball screw off a link.
Tell me about rhythm in terms of not quite getting the strike as much as him and how you keep yourself sort of balanced and kind of in the moment, as it were, so that you can work well.
I think it's easy in a semi-final to stay up for the fight. You know, obviously huge game for us. And I think, you know, with Timmy, we say keep each other in it, whether we're on strike or not. Just keep ensuring that each other's looking straight, looking to hit the ball hard, and yeah, we enjoyed out there together.
In terms of kind of going from place to place, having to adjust from pitch to pitch, what changes for you as you look to try and be aggressive?
Yeah, I think you adapt to the wickets. I think trainings are really important to get a feel of what the wicket might play like. And when you're coming here, black soil, there was that India series before this, which the boys played a lot on black soil, so good intel from that. And I think, you know, that shows how important that series was for us coming to this World Cup.
You're in a final.
Yeah, it was good.
And how does that feel? How much do you celebrate this? Can you replicate?
Oh, yeah, I think you take the positives from this game for sure, celebrate a little moment of success, and then, you know, we've got a final win on Sunday, so we just look forward to that.
Very well played. Congratulations.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Well done, Finn.
Oh, yes, well played, Finn Allen.
So,
Somewhat of a clinic. Yeah,
Gallus.
fastest 100s ever in the ICC Men's T20 World Cups.
Gail got 47, Gail got 50 book, got 50, Fisher against Pakistan McCullen.
And a bit of Baz McCullum. Oshie Baz gets on the top 5.
Oh yes, this is 100, so nice.
Finn Allen here in 2026 tonight. Just in a different league.
So that is feeling so sorry for not chasing for a lot of iron for 3.
84 without loss. And then you thinking those mid-overs ran away with it again. We're still going in the teens.
So that is feeling sorry.
Finn Allen. His extraordinary striking here at Eden Gully.
So have a look at this.
We've got our first finalists. New Zealand go into that.
So New Zealand have booked their place in front, but who will join them? India or England? It's Sunday's final. Tomorrow night is India against England in the second semi-final in Mumbai.
Just take your time.
He got 130 million. Well done to Alan, who fast shot booked New Zealand's place in Sunday's grand final.
Big hugs all round to Finn Allen. Scenes here. Eden Gardens. Righto, we're going to take a quick break and come back with Tommy Abungwa with the post-match presentation.
Back in a minute.
Courtesy of Seifert and Allen, who put on 117. Allen, the fastest T20 100 by a male.
New Zealand have won here by 9 wickets and they will book their place in the final on Sunday afternoon.
100 not out. He's player of the match. Rightio, time to get down to Tommy Abungwa for the post-match present.
Right, time to speak to South Africa's captain, Aiden Markram.
It's Aiden Markram, everybody. Aiden.
Aiden, you were so sure in the way that you played through the tournament. Can you put your finger on why today didn't seem that way?
Yeah, I think you just look at conditions, really. They bowled really well up front. Ball didn't quite feel like it was coming on. Some were just stopping the wicket, some were hitting quite low on the bat, and they made scoring really tough. And then through that, pressure builds and you lose wickets, unfortunately. So give credit to that bowling unit. And then obviously with the bat, someone plays innings like that. Don't think he'll come out on the right side of the result many times.
170 in the end, and other times, and I continue to go back to other times because you're the team to beat through the tournament, having put in such good performances. Did you feel that you couldn't quite come back, as it were?
Yeah, look, to get to 170 was a great effort, to be fair. The halfway point, we really felt like we had a sniff, but then as you go into T20 cricketers, T20 cricket, the power play got off to a flyer and can't protect the
But who will
rebound,
win
unfortunately.
the final of the World Cup will be India of New Zealand tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock.
To give massive credit to Finn Allen's knock, Tim Seifert's knock to kill the game as early as they did, and yeah, unfortunately,
Not bad now, wrong time again. to have a bad night. It
Back
might
out
bring
of
you the
nowhere.
opportunity to change something through the course of the night that perhaps might shift
Sounds
things.
quite interesting
What would
watching
it be?
Don't Wash the Car.
It's hard to say right now, Pom.
We can
We'll
open it,
reflect as the group.
open it a
I
little
think
bit
we
as almost done.
expected the
Only a
wicket
little
to
bit.
play really well. It looked pretty good to the eye, so potentially just
I
adapt
so you
to
can
the
open
quick
it,
of the
but a
bat
little
and
bit.
go back to maybe a bit more old school approach, set it up and try to scrap your way to 190 and maybe you'll be in the game from there. So yeah, we'll reflect as a group. Obviously disappointed with the result, but very proud of this group of guys that played some really good cricket throughout this comp, and just an unfortunate evening really.
So many nearlies, so many tough situations from an emotional perspective, I'm sure, within your change room as well as you go back. What is it you can say to your group, having kind of gone so well and then stumbled again at this hurdle?
Yeah, I think you let the emotions settle first and foremost.
Well, Aidan Malcolm's a good
Once
South
they
Africa
have,
captain.
we'll have a discussion
That's
as a
not
group,
what he
and all
wanted.
you do is break down the game and
He
try and
wanted
find
to get
areas
two
that
off the
we could
ground
do
final,
better
but
and
unfortunately,
to get back
he's
on the
been
horse
knocked
and
out
you
in
try and
the
prove it
final
as a group
stage
and
of
as
the World
individuals, and
Cup.
hopefully that puts in good stead for the future. So yeah, hugely disappointed. It's big, not slap in the face, but it feels like it. But because of that, ultimately we will have to come out stronger and be better as a team moving forward.
Commiserations, as I say, and all the best with that.
Thank you, Aidan.
Aidan Markham, captain of South Africa. Now to the victorious captain of New Zealand, Mitchell Santner. Mitch, you can smile. Come on, you must be very happy with that. That was dominant, wasn't it?
For us to get the performance.
It was nice. I think, yeah, we knew obviously how good South Africa are, and they've shown that throughout the tournament. So, you know, to put on a performance like that in a crunch game is obviously pretty pleasing.
Talk to me about
It was a
planning.
great performance.
You play them before, and they dominate you in that game. What is it you felt you had to do as a group coming into this one to ensure that you reverse that result as you've done?
Yeah, I guess every time you get shown up or you lose a game, you're learning from it. I guess you learn when you win as well. So we knew we weren't on or as good as we could have been during that game, and they played unbelievably well, especially on a wicket like that. So yeah, I guess today it was trying to keep them under pressure for a long time. We obviously threw a little bit more spin at the start, which we didn't do in the Metabad. But yeah, I think if you can take wickets throughout, it's obviously a challenge to keep going with the bat.
So many options as the skipper. You use Cole for one, he gets a couple, and then you don't use him again. Was that like always the plan, or what was it as you went along in terms of what was going on tactically in your mind?
Yeah, I mean, there's a plan for the first 2 overs, then it's kind of free for all after that. I think with obviously the right-handers coming out, Brevi obviously there's a light spin, so we thought maybe if the ball was spinning away a bit more, it might be a bit more of a challenge. But I think even when it's up in a slot, he kind of hits it, it stays hit. So yeah, it was trying to chop and change because the wicket was pretty good. Obviously a small ground, fast outfield, so I think I guess we're able to keep chipping wickets away through the middle, and then Stubbsy and Jansen obviously played a great knock to get them into 170.
Speak about Tim and Finn. They've been good for you through the tournament. They generally kind of seem to set it up quite nicely. Special, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was nice to watch. Not gonna lie. I guess we were very happy with 170 going to the second innings, but you never know. I think like wickets in the power play is always a challenge, and they kind of just went out there and played their game and took it on, which was cool to see. And I think that opening partnership, you get through a power play down, it puts you in a pretty good position. And then obviously Finney just carried on, and I mean 33 balls for 100 is not bad.
Not bad at all. You'd probably say that's a perfect game. Kind of have to come down from the high and then repeat it over in Ahmedabad. Can you? How do you?
It'd be nice if we could. But again, it's a different ground. We've been there before, obviously. I think, depending on where you are, it's red soil, black soil, so there's a lot of different factors that go in, different size grounds. So I think we'll obviously be pretty happy tonight with the win. Then we've got a couple more days to really think about what happens next. But yeah, it was a pretty good performance. I said before, we haven't really played the perfect game. I know that's always a hard or cliche thing, but we've been good in periods, and then today I think we're pretty good all the way through.
Okay. Well done on the win, and all the very best for that final.
Thank you.
Yeah, very happy. So,
tomorrow it's the second day finals. India against England in Mumbai, 7 PM local time, 1:30 in
England,
the
can
game.
England get up and get into another final? obviously tomorrow night, Thursday night.
It's in Mumbai. India against England in the second semi-final in Mumbai. Here we go. Let's play. Oh, go! Yes!
And finds a gap again. South Africa back in this game. Oh, the Black Caps.
Got him!
Marco Jansen, what an innings.
Oh yes! New Zealand! Oh my god, yes!
And Tim Seifert. Ben Allen gets to a half century.
India's the fastest T20 100 in the
Yeah!
Thank you.
That's it for the cricket.